Look at that baby. Look at that. Is that pretty or what? Is that pretty great? Cover as well, obviously. If you do not know already, the penultimate week of Nathbet.com, that's me, Nathbet, here. You can win an iPad Air. That's right. Forget Christmas, forget birthdays. It's going to cost you absolutely nothing. You could win an iPad Air this week. All you need to do is retweet our tips. That's right. Retweet our tips. Get as many followers as you can, because obviously we will monitor the followers. We want as many followers and many new followers to Nathbet as possible. If you can get them through your site, if you can get the people, spread the word, we obviously can detect how many followers each person's getting. You will get more and more entries. You've got a better chance of winning this iPad Air. So why give away an iPad Air? Well, first of all, it's a gift from us to you to say thank you very much for following our tips all season, because, I know that you have made plenty of money, and you might have even had to buy an iPad Air with the profits that we've made. We've been absolutely fantastic this year. I'm absolutely delighted with the results that we've been getting. But it's just like a thank you to our customers, really, and to people who have been following us each week. For you to win an iPad Air, like I say, retweet these tips, please. Let's get some new followers onto the site. And obviously there's no kind of a catch. We just need 4 results to come in as normal. Instead of the double, the treble, the fourfold, I've picked 4 teams I think have got a fantastic chance of winning. If those 4 teams win this weekend, then you will be automatically entered into the draw to win an iPad. Remember, you have to retweet these tips, and you have to make sure that you spread the word as much as possible, and you will be in with a chance to win. So Nathan, what are the 4 teams that you need to win this week for us to be in a chance for a free iPad Air and cover? Well, the 4 teams, one of them I've actually included in my tips this week. The other 3 I think have got a fantastic chance of winning. Leeds United need to win this weekend. Bournemouth need to win this weekend. Newcastle United need to win this weekend. And also Southampton. Leeds, Bournemouth, Newcastle and Southampton. If those 4 teams win, and like I say, I think there's a fantastic chance that they're going to win, then you could be walking away with an iPad Air. It could be in the post to you by Tuesday or Wednesday. But remember, you have to retweet, you have to spread the word, you have to make sure that we have a huge week at Nathbet.com. Bring your friends, call them, tweet them, Facebook them. This is a huge, huge offer. And remember, you're the one who's going to benefit from it. Okay, so that's it. I'll mention it again, obviously, later on in the broadcast, and we'll be tweeting it out. Last week, Bury. I can't believe it, Bury against Portsmouth. I'm still hurting from it. That fourfold really hurt us, really. I mean, 2 goals needed in the last 4 minutes and got them Portsmouth. I just can't believe it. That was a fantastic fourfold, 17-1 fourfold that was thwarted at the last attempt, the last final minutes. Well, it wasn't even minutes, was it? They were deep into injury time. So that really hurt, as did Liverpool, obviously. But, I can cope with a defeat. But when results are going down to the fourfold like that, it's just, it beggars belief. It's a difficult week, guys. I said it last week. The last 2 or 3 weeks are very, very difficult because you don't know what teams are playing, what squads. You don't know who's trying, who's not. You don't know who's got an eye on the summer. You don't know who's got an eye on the World Cup, who's playing for promotion. It's very, very difficult. But at the same time, we'll turn a negative into a positive, and we'll say that those teams that might play, good teams that might rest players, there's some fantastic value in there. And that's why the Nathbets this week are very, very positive on the odds, very high odds. People like to have a gamble, like to have a tipple, like to not bet 2-1, 3-1. We've got some big, big, big odds this weekend. So without further ado, let me start off with the Premier League. It's a Premier League double, Premier League safe double this week, guys. Excuse me, I'm still a little bit ill on antibiotics from last weekend, but I'm getting there. I'm not going to stop Nathbet.com, of course. The first team is, 2 teams. One's playing for survival, and that's Fulham. They travel to Stoke. Well, I'm sorry, Fulham fans, about this, but I think that Stoke, even though they are mid-table and not going anywhere really, I think that they're going to win this game. 13-10 about Stoke. Fulham just didn't show me enough, haven't shown me enough all season. 2-0 up, they can't, keep a lead at home to Hull City last weekend. Stoke, on the other hand, are going for their highest Premier League finish of all time. I know that Mark Hughes will be desperate to do that, and to overtake Tony Pulis and the great job he did at Stoke. Won 4 out of their last 6 at home, so great home record. I think that they'll be up for this game. And if Newcastle do slip up, then they could take 9th away from them. So I do think that Stoke will be too much for Fulham on this occasion. 13-10 about Stoke is the first bet. Second bet, Manchester City. They've been given a little chink of light, haven't they? A little ray of light. They thought it was all over while Liverpool, abject display. Okay, you can talk about Chelsea's negative tactic, etc., etc. But end of the day, fair dues. Liverpool, they kind of choked a little bit, didn't they? Steven Gerrard's slip, I mean, he's going to have nightmares if they don't win the league. Now, they go to Everton. Now, on a normal weekend, if this was mid-season, I wouldn't touch Manchester City at 3-4. It's about 8-11 if you're not accustomed to 3-4. However, Everton, I backed Southampton. I put a lot of money on Southampton last weekend to beat Everton. They just didn't look the same team, did they? I think that fourth place has obviously gone away from them now. It's a little bit too much to ask for. So I think they're a little bit deflated on that front. You take into the equation, you put into the equation as well your Barclays, your Jackie Elkers, who might play, might not, Leighton Baines, all got eyes on the World Cup now, and I just do think that Manchester City, with so much to play for, they're going to be up for the game. I'm not sure whether Silva's going to be fit or not, but obviously Yaya Toure showed he came off after 60 minutes just to rest him for this game. I just think that they're going to win. I think they'll win, and this is obviously the pinnacle game in the title race. If they do win this, then they've got to go on and win the title. I think that Manchester City are good. I back them all season. I'm going to keep with them. Manchester City to beat Everton, available at 3-4. Gives us a 3-1 double, guys. Nice little 3-1 double. Get that bet on. Okay, treble this week. We have got League 2 action and a three-way. Well, 3 teams at the top of League 2 all have got a chance of winning League 2 outright. All 3 promoted, guaranteed promotion. But like I said, the league title is still up for grabs. Chesterfield against Fleetwood Town. Now, Chesterfield, like I say, are top. They're the ones who are in pole position at the moment. 81 points, joint with Rochdale. Of Scunthorpe, 1 point back on 80. So any one of those 3 could be crowned champions come 4:30, 4:45 Saturday afternoon. Now they play Fleetwood, Chesterfield. It's a difficult game. Obviously, you look at it first v fourth. But Fleetwood can't go up or down. They're already in the playoffs, and these are the teams. There's going to be a similar trait, a similar bets in the treble and fourfold this week of teams that can't really go up or down. And are in the playoffs, and Fleetwood fall into that bracket because Fleetwood, if they do play a full strength side, they're going to finish third. They're going to finish fourth. They're going to be in the playoffs, and there's no point putting out a full strength side out when they're going to be playing 3 games in 6 days. They're going to rest the best players, especially against someone like Chesterfield, who will have a great chance at home anyway. They're going to be going for it. So I think they're a fantastic price. Chesterfield, they're available at 8-11. I'm going to back them to beat Fleetwood on this occasion. Now the other one, and it's in the iPad bet as well, guys. I'm going to put them in the treble this week, and it's a big price. Leeds United to beat Derby. Now, on the face of things as well, Leeds United, well, they've been horrendous all season. Why would he back them to beat Derby, who's been under a resurgence? With Steve McLaren joining, well, Steve McLaren's been quoted saying whether they should stick or twist on this game. Do they keep the team that's done them so well, or do they give them a rest before the playoffs? Derby, again, in that third position spot, they can't go up or down. They can't get promoted automatically. They're not going to finish 4th and get 4th v 5th. They're going to get 3rd v 6th in the playoffs, guaranteeing. I think that he's going to stick, and he's going to play his side. That he'll probably play 4 or 5 regulars, but at the same time, he's not really going to play a full strength team. Leeds United, on the other hand, obviously mid-table, disappointing under Brian McDermott this season. However, there's been a lot of things behind the scenes that have not helped to the problems at Leeds United. Cellini's come in. I just think that Leeds United at home, they're going to get it together against a second string, Derby side. And he's under a bit of pressure, McDermott, as well. He won't be sure whether he's coming or going come the end of the season. Obviously, a good good home win to finish off the season would go would do him no harm whatsoever. So Leeds United against Derby. Leeds United, it's such a big price at 21-10. I can't not bet that. I'm not going to tip that. I can't not tip that in the fourth. I've got to tip it in the treble because I just think it's a fantastic price. So Leeds to beat Derby at 21-10 are the second bet, and the third bet to finish off the treble: Leicester against Doncaster. Now Leicester crowned champions, of course. Nigel Pearson, I've said this in recent weeks as well, not the person to take the foot off the gas. He really wants to finish strongly. They're on 99 points. They want to break that 100-point barrier. That's incentive enough against a Doncaster side who need to win to avoid relegation. I understand that. But when you go into a side as good as Leicester City, party atmosphere, yes, but Pearson will have them drilled, I guarantee you. And he'll have them drilled, and he'll be desperate to finish off over 100 points. I think that's a fantastic achievement for this side. I think they're fully capable of doing that. Leicester available at 4-6. Chesterfield leads Leicester 3 home wins, gives us a big treble, 7.7-1. That is with bet 365. Okay, on to the fourfold. Last but not least, big fourfold, guys. Before I even mention, this is a big fourfold. First of all, League One, Crewe against Preston. Now, Crewe 1 point above relegation, so obviously they've got so much to play for. They have, but I am going to back them to lose this game against Preston. Now, Preston, they've won 7 out of their last 12 in all competitions, and they finished to sit third at the moment in the playoff race. However, they could drop to 4th or 5th if they do draw or lose this game, obviously giving them a more difficult route in the playoffs. So I do think that Preston at 70-10 are a good price. Obviously, you've got 3rd v 17th as well. So there's a big comparison, a big standard differential, and I do think that Preston, the better side, are going to win, especially when they've got something to play for. 70-10. I'm going to back Preston to go to Crewe and win. Another one. On this line, this is a team, Sheffield United, who, like I say, they should have really gone up this season. They haven't. They're going to probably finish 1 or 2 spots above, below the playoffs, and they'll be disappointed with that effort. I think they'll be desperate to come back into the Championship. I think they're a good bet to do that next season. But they face Coventry City, who are very meh. Actually, lost 4 out of their last 6 away from home. Sheffield United got a good, decent home record. Only lost 1 out of their last 6 at home, and they want to finish. They could finish just 1 off the playoffs. They could finish in 7th position. I expect them to do that. When the odds against 11-10, I've got to take them against a Coventry side who've got nothing to play for, and their already minds will be on the beaches, having a bit of a rest post-season. And I do think that Sheffield United will use their home advantage to the maximum and come away with a victory. So Sheffield United to beat Coventry, they're available at 11-10. Now Rochdale against Newport in League 2. I mentioned that Chesterfield have got a great chance of finishing champions. So have Rochdale, and actually so have Scunthorpe. 2 teams who could overtake Chesterfield and be crowned champions. Remember, already promoted, all these 3 teams. So we're going to back Rochdale to go to Newport and win. Newport have done fantastically well after being disappointing and being in that relegation scrap. They've come and they pull themselves out. They can't do too much damage. They're not going to go down, so not too much to play for. Like I say, Rochdale going for that championship title. I'm going to back them to go to Newport and win. They're available at 10-11. And Scunthorpe, that 3rd team in that little 1 point differential of 1st to 3rd. They face York at home. York already in the playoffs. They won't want to change too much. They won't want to change too much of their team. But at the same time, going to Scunthorpe, I think that they are going to be pretty much minnows. I think they're going to be put to the sword by Scunthorpe. Scunthorpe, like I say, already promoted, but a chance of that championship title. So Scunthorpe available. They're available at 5-4. Gives us a 22.4-1 fourfold, guys. And obviously that's a pretty major fourfold for us. Sorry, I know that I'm a little bit slow at the moment. It's because the computer's messing up a little bit, so I'll be quick before I go. 22.4-1 fourfold. That's with Bet Victor. 3-1 double, 7.7-1 treble, and a 22.4-1 fourfold. Enjoy it, get on, and remember, please retweet our tips because these bad boys are waiting for you. Leeds, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Southampton, and you could be in the chance to win a free iPad Air, no strings attached. Remember, retweet, get those followers in. Have a great one. Enjoy it. Last week in Nathbet. Next week, I know, I'm wiping away the tears as we speak, but those tears will taste sweet if we get some profit this weekend. Enjoy. Have a great one, and we'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.